Hi boys and girls, and welcome to a lesson of We Love Words. We are using a completely new book this week, so the Ugly Five is finished and we've got a new book. Let's see if you can recognise this book from the picture that I show you in a minute. This is our last week of virtual We Love Words. Next week we will be back in the classroom doing it. How exciting. So, 4 new words this week. Let's see what our first one is. Right, I'm going to read the sentence. That new word is in red. See if you can point it out when I'm reading. And have a look at the picture. Do you recognise this picture? Do you know what the story might be? Have you read it before? I think if you're in my class, you probably have a couple of times with me. Right. One morning, while Fred ate some bacon and bread, McTat took a stroll round the block. One morning, while Fred ate some bacon and bread, McTat took a stroll round the block. Did you point out that word today? Can you sound out our word today? Let's try. Stroll, stroll, that one. And sometimes an O sounds like an okay? So it could be stroll, but it's not stroll. The O sounds like an so it's the sound. Stroll, stroll. Let's have a look and see what the word stroll means. Let's say it first. I want you to say it 5 times. Stroll, 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 stroll. Let's say it to the ceiling. Stroll. Let's say it to the carpet. Stroll. Let's say it to the door. Stroll. Our new word today is stroll. Let's find out what it means. If you stroll, you walk slowly and relaxed. A bit like this person, not running, not rushing, just walking quite slow, normal pace and very relaxed, okay? So if you stroll, you walk slowly and relaxed. Tell the adult in the room what the word stroll means. Well done, walking slowly and relaxed. So here's our anchor sentence then, the sentence that we're going to read and change. So the boy strolled along the field. So I've just changed that word and just added an ed on it because he's already done it, okay? So the boy strolled along the field, and field is the bold word, so we're going to change that word, okay? But for now, let's copy me and say the sentence after me. So my turn. The boy strolled along the field. Your turn. My turn. The boy strolled along the field. Your turn. Super. Let's see what else or where else the boy could stroll. Ooh. Yes, well done. He's on a path or on a road. We'll use the word road today. The boy strolled along the road. The boy strolled along the road. Your turn. My turn. The boy strolled along the road. Your turn. Super. So we've got the boy strolled along the field. The boy strolled along the road. Where else could the boy stroll? Remember what does the word stroll mean? Well done. It means walking slowly. So where else could the boy walk slowly? Oh, playground or park, okay? The boy strolled along the playground. The boy strolled along the playground. One more time, then it's your turn. The boy strolled along the playground. Your turn. Well done, my turn. The boy strolled along the playground. Your turn. Well done, super. So the boy strolled along the field. Point to that picture. Well done. The boy strolled along the road and the boy strolled along the playground. There's one more picture that I've got on here. Where do you think the boy might stroll next? Here it is, along the beach. So along the seaside, whichever word you want to use. The boy strolled along the seaside. Or the boy strolled along the beach. My turn. The boy strolled along the beach. Your turn. Fantastic. The boy strolled along the beach. Your turn. Well done. So the boy strolled along the field, the road, the playground, and the beach. Can you think of anywhere else you might stroll? Just pause this video here and have a chat with the person in the room. Here's another example then. So we've got a question on this side. Can you see the tortoise strolling along the path? Can you see the tortoise strolling along the path? And why do you think the tortoise is strolling? Well done, because tortoises walk very slowly, don't they? One leg at a time, nice and slow. So can you see the tortoise strolling along the path? And there's a question mark there, which means it's a question. We need to give it an answer, and the answer is yes. Yes, we can see the tortoise strolling along the path. And then on the other side, you can read this one with me. Point to the word, start with look. That's our first word. Look at Granny stroll to the shops. Look at Granny stroll to the shops. And our new word, stroll, is there. And she's walking very slowly to the shops. We'll say it one more time. Look at Granny stroll to the shops. Super. Back to the story then. I'm going to read it again. And then I want you to have a think, find that word. I've not put that word in red now that we know it. See if you can find it as I read it and see if you understand what it means and who is strolling in this picture. So one morning, while Fred ate some bacon and bread, McTat took a stroll round the block. One morning, while Fred ate some bacon and bread, McTat took a stroll round the block. So who do you think McTat is and who do you think Fred is? Well done. So Fred's a man's name or a boy's name. So I think you're right there. Fred is the man who sat there eating the bacon and bread. We can see that. And McTat took a stroll around the block. And McTat is the cat's name. And she's about to take a stroll around the block. So she's about to walk nice and slowly around the block. So when Miss Appleyard reads the story on Friday, you'll have to see what McTat gets up to when she walks around the block. Right, one more example then. When we are too early for lunch, we stroll to the dinner hall. When we are too early for lunch, we stroll to the dinner hall. So sometimes, especially my class, we go to the toilet, we get our coats and we get ready to go around for dinner before Miss Clark's class come out. We have to go in separately. So sometimes we might be a little bit early. So sometimes I always get to walk nice and slowly round to the dinner hall. So we don't rush, we don't run, we walk slowly and we take small steps. So this is more for my class, or if you're too early anywhere, if you're too early to go to the shops or too early to go to the doctors, you might just walk a little bit slower. So when we're too early for lunch, we stroll to the dinner hall. We walk nice and slowly. So I want you to have a little think. Have you ever strolled anywhere? Have you ever walked really slowly anywhere? If you have, where was that and why was you walking slowly? Now I would like you to draw it in your book. So I want you to draw a picture of yourself strolling. You might be strolling to the park, you might be strolling to the shops, you might be strolling to school. Make sure you draw that. So I want you to draw your picture of yourself strolling. Write our new word next to it, stroll or strolled. It's up to you which one you want to use. Okay, make sure you spell it correctly. Go back to the beginning of this video and spell it correctly. And then a challenge for some of you that find that too easy. I want you to put the word stroll in a sentence, like all the sentences we've just had. So for an example, I like to stroll to the shops. So you can draw your picture of you strolling to the shops, and then underneath in your beautiful handwriting you can write, I like to stroll to the shops. Make sure you got capital letter at the beginning, your finger spaces in between and your full stop at the end, okay? So that's if you're up for that challenge. If not, just draw a picture of yourself strolling and write our new word next to it. Don't forget to send it in an email. Well done for joining in this week, boys and girls, and I will see you tomorrow.